Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm out here alone again today. I was discussing with Ann this morning that I wanted to get a new video done. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but at the same time, we really need to get more wood for the cabin, because last week we used up almost everything we have. There's only a couple of pieces left. So she wanted me to come out and gather some more wood for her to strip. And we also need to replenish firewood. We always need to replenish firewood. She unfortunately had a very long week and she's really tired, so she decided to stay home and rest. She suggested that I come out, do the firewood, get more wood for the cabin, and film how I choose the wood. Because in a lot of my videos, I've shown you, okay, I'm cutting this tree, okay, I'm cutting that tree. She wants me to show you exactly how I choose what wood is for what and which trees I'm going to cut. So, today I brought the Silky Katanaboy 500 and my Garant axe. Let's go for a walk and see what we can find. I've spotted something interesting. Back over here. Now this right here, you can see the bark is coming off of it, laying up on this rock. So whatever rain does hit it, just beads right off around it and falls to the ground. And by looking around, I see that it has broken at this end. And I see that it has come off of this stump right here, which is a fairly high stump. Let me set you down and I'll show you how I check the log. The first thing I do, here's a spot where the bark has come off. Tap it with the axe. Sounds solid. At the size of it, I think there's a chunk of it. There's a bend right here. So I think if I cut it here and then cut it further towards the top where it's getting smaller, I think I can use that for the cabin. The back part of it is just a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier. I'll be able to cut that up into firewood. Oh yeah, the bark comes off nice and easy. So the first thing I'll do is take my axe and knock off some of the branches. Now some of these branches are a little big, Why make the axe work that hard when I've got the saw? Right here, you can see it dips down and then it comes back up. So that is a pretty crooked bend. So I'm going to cut this right here. Now here at the other end, there's another deep bend here. And that's fairly dry. So this bigger end here, I'll be able to take that back to camp and cut it up for firewood. This log here, it's not perfectly straight, but I'm pretty sure I could work with it and use it on the cabin. So I can bring that back, and that'll be great. Now, as I was cutting that tree down, I spotted this tree over here. Bark is all falling off of it. And if we look way up, when we get to the top, you can see that it's snapped off up there. Still seems somewhat solid. Knock off all the low-lying branches. Then I think I'm going to have to move you, because that's probably right where the tree is going to go. I'm going to cut it as low down as I can get, where it doesn't seem too soft. Right here. Nice. So now I take the axe, knock off as many of the branches as I can, just to make it easier for me to cut through the dense brush. But I'm not headed to camp just yet. So I'm just going to organize them. Get them twisted around. And ready, aiming down the trail, so that when I'm ready to go and haul them out, they're all in a position where I can just grab it and go. So now, all 3 logs are on the trail, ready to head back to camp. But before I go, I always take a good look around to see if there's anything else I can spot. And sure enough, right there. And then there's another one that's standing. I don't think you can see it. Let's take a closer look. So right here, the bark's all coming off. And it rounds over, but then it gets too small to use anyway. And right behind it is standing right there. It's snapped off at the top. It's dead. So it's going to be coming with me. See this tree? Snapped and dead on top. It's too big to use for the cabin, but it'd be great for firewood. Perfect. So now I'm going to knock the branches off this big boy, haul all these back to camp. Now this is the part you guys don't often get to see. Take the tools, bring them up the trail. Come back for the log. One more trip for the other logs. And then come back again to get the camera. Walk back up the trail with the camera. Here's our tools. Here's our logs. Carry the tools up the trail. Say hello to the woodshed. Say hello to the cabin. Deposit the tools. And then go all the way back and get the wood. Okay. I'm not going to make you sit through watching me carry the logs back and forth, back and forth. I'll be with you in a minute. So now we're back at camp. I've got 4 logs here, just waiting for Anne to come over and strip. I've got 2 bigger logs there that I'm going to slowly cut up into firewood today. And I think I'm going to start cutting that up. Every now and then I'll take a break and I'll see if I can go get a couple more logs for Anne, so that we build up our stock of wood for the cabin to finish building it. At the same time, I'm stocking up firewood. Now, these logs are here for Anne to strip. When she strips them, if we discover a weak spot, or if we discover a slightly punky spot, we will cut that out and cut that up for firewood. We'll put it under the table here for the outside fire. Whatever I cut that's dry, I put a bit under here with the wet to help the wet burn. And the rest of the dry, I put in the woodshed so that we could burn it in the cabin. Because I do not want to burn punky wood inside the cabin. 1, it's too hard on the wood stove. 2, it creates way too many sparks. We don't have a lot of hardwood out here, so I'm always having to burn quite a bit of spruce and pine, which is hard enough on the stove. I don't want to add the extra weight of punky wood. But I'm going to get back to work, and we'll see how much we can get done today. Every now and then, you walk a new direction. You don't bother bringing the camera. Then you come across this. Dead. Standing. And all the way up. Needless to say, I had to go back and get the camera, because this is one that you just needed to see. Now let me see if I can find a safe spot for the camera. I already knocked most of the lowest branches off before I went to get the camera. So now, let's move the axe out of the way. Bust out the Katanaboy. And see if I can't make this thing fall right down that alley. Let's put this away. So I don't hurt myself on it. Out here alone, you always want to be safe. Seems very solid. That's going to be beautiful for the cabin. And if it's long enough, that I should be able to get a couple of pieces out of it. I'm going to have a look around, see if I can find a few more pieces, and then haul all these back to camp. Since I last turned on the camera, I found 5 more pieces for the cabin. And then I came across this thing. It was rotten at the bottom where it broke, so I cut that off. The rest seems dry. It's up off the ground. So I'm going to cut a section to cut up for firewood. All right. So in total, I got 12 pieces for end to strip. I've already cut up the 2 logs that I brought out. And now I just brought out this monster. But it's getting late in the day. I'm going to have to take off soon. I'm going to cut this up, split it, and put everything away. And then it'll be time for me to head for home. But now you know my thought process when I go get the wood. It's dead. It's fair game. Do not take anything live. If it's small enough in diameter that I can use it for the cabin, perfect. If it's huge like this, I cut it up for firewood. It's the right size for the cabin, but it's a little punky. I cut it up for the outside fire. And that's the whole thought process behind all of it. I try not to waste anything. Whatever I cut, I use. That's why if it's punky, I use it out here. Because out here, if I throw in a punky piece once in a while, it'll burn anyway. Once I got a good bed of coals going, you're not going to stop it. So I'm going to shut this off for now and get my work done. So if you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, hit the subscribe button. And if you're going to do that, hit the notification bell and it'll let you know whenever we put out a new video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.